As the WNBA off-season progresses and the crucial February 1st free agency deadline looms, where exactly does the Indiana Fever stand concerning their key roster decisions? And more specifically, what is the current status of a veteran guard who made a significant impact despite her season-ending injury? The focus remains acutely fixed on the developments surrounding guard Sophie Cunningham, who experienced a memorable, though unfortunately truncated, introductory season with the Indiana Fever organization. This developing story has seen the Indiana Fever proactively engage their fanbase and the wider WNBA community by acknowledging Cunningham's current activities, indicating that the team remains closely aligned with the player as she navigates a pivotal phase of her rehabilitation and impending contractual status. The most recent public update regarding Cunningham involves a return to the Hoosier State to continue the intensive process of recovering from a substantial knee injury that brought her 2024 campaign to an abrupt halt. This week, the star athlete, known for her sharp shooting and tenacious defense, was spotted attending a professional basketball fixture in Indianapolis, making her presence felt at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse, the very arena she calls home during the WNBA season. Specifically, Cunningham was in attendance on Monday night to witness the clash between the Indiana Pacers and the formidable Boston Celtics, a high-profile matchup that drew significant attention across the sports world. The Indiana Fever organization did not miss the opportunity to highlight the significant off-season sighting. Utilizing their official social media channels, the team posted a clear, supportive message acknowledging Cunningham's presence at the arena. The team shared an image of the Fever star seated courtside for the event, a visual confirmation of her dedication and connection to the Indianapolis sports community. Their accompanying caption read, "Sophie Cunningham in the house sitting courtside for the @Pacers game tonight," a simple yet effective method of keeping the player front of mind for their supporters while she remained sidelined from active play. The game itself provided a thrilling backdrop to Cunningham's visit, as the Indiana Pacers managed to secure a significant and hard-fought victory. The Pacers narrowly defeated the Boston Celtics by a final score of 98-96. This upset win, achieved against the third seed in the Eastern Conference, was spearheaded by forward Pascal Siakam, who delivered a standout performance, tallying 21 points. Siakam demonstrated impressive efficiency, making 10 of 15 shots from the field, while also contributing 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and 1 blocked shot. The victory marked an important milestone for the Pacers, who improved their seasonal record to 9 wins against 31 losses. The environment of a major professional victory certainly provided a positive and energetic setting for Cunningham as she continues her demanding recovery regimen. Cunningham's appearance courtside is not an isolated incident. She has developed a recurring presence at Pacers games in the past. Her engagement with the local professional sports scene appears rooted, in part, in personal connections she has forged within the Indianapolis athletic community. Notably, during Monday night's game, she was seated alongside Jade Jones, who is the girlfriend of Pacers standout guard, Tyrese Halliburton. This friendship underscores the interconnected nature of the professional sports landscape in Indiana and provides context to Cunningham's off-season activities beyond her demanding physical therapy schedule. The central narrative surrounding Cunningham, however, remains her athletic performance and her impending free agency. In her inaugural season with the Fever, following her acquisition last off-season, Cunningham demonstrated her value emphatically, proving to be a consistent and reliable contributor. Standing at 6 feet and 1 inch, the guard averaged 8.6 points per contest across the 30 games in which she participated. Her utility was further evidenced by her efficiency and multifaceted contributions, which included an average of 3.5 rebounds and 1.2 assists per outing. Crucially, Cunningham demonstrated significant defensive presence, contributing 1 steal per game. She also proved to be a critical component of the team's perimeter offense, knocking down 1.7 three-point field goals per game, all achieved over an average court time of 25.2 minutes. These statistics confirm her status as a crucial rotation player capable of both spacing the floor and providing veteran stability. Unfortunately for both the player and the Indiana Fever franchise, her productive season was prematurely curtailed due to a significant injury suffered late in the campaign. The 29-year-old sustained a rupture of the medial collateral ligament in her right knee during the month of August. This severe injury immediately sidelined her, forcing her to miss the entirety of the concluding phase of the season. The timing was particularly difficult, as the Fever were navigating a highly competitive stretch of the schedule when Cunningham was forced out of action. Since the injury, Cunningham has focused entirely on her recovery. Prior to her return to Indiana, the former Missouri Tigers star recently concluded her annual basketball clinic, which she hosts in her native city of Columbia, Missouri. That commitment fulfilled, she has now returned to the Fever's home base to dedicate herself fully to the continued rehabilitation of her right knee, a process that is critical not only for her immediate return to form but also for her long-term professional stability. The reason her recent activities and current location hold such weight for the Indiana Fever organization is intrinsically linked to her contractual status. Cunningham signed a 1-year agreement with the Fever prior to the last season, meaning her contract will officially expire soon. She is slated to transition into unrestricted free agency once the market officially opens for the league year, which is set for the 1st of February. The looming deadline presents the Fever's front office with a critical negotiation priority. If the organization intends to retain the services of the veteran sharpshooter for the 2026 season, the date specifically highlighted by the organization as the retention target, they must successfully negotiate and finalize a new contract before she hits the open market. The complexity of these negotiations is amplified by the fact that she is coming off a major knee injury, requiring both the team and the player to assess recovery milestones alongside projected on-court value. Cunningham brings a wealth of experience to any roster. Her upcoming season will mark her 7th year operating in the intensely competitive environment of the WNBA. Before her significant move to the Indiana Fever during the previous off-season, she spent the initial 6 years of her professional career exclusively with the Phoenix Mercury. That lengthy tenure provided her with invaluable experience, including deep playoff runs and exposure to various high-stakes scenarios. Her transition to the Fever provided the team with an experienced wing player capable of mentoring younger talents while simultaneously providing immediate, impactful scoring. Her presence, both as a veteran leader and an effective scorer, made her a cornerstone of the Fever's immediate plans, thus making her retention a matter of significant organizational importance as the free agency period quickly approaches. The decision facing the Fever is multi-layered. They must evaluate the recovery trajectory of Cunningham's knee ligament, project her performance level post-injury, and simultaneously compete against other teams that will inevitably be interested in acquiring a proven commodity like her, especially given her demonstrated ability to adapt quickly to a new system, as evidenced by her immediate impact in Indiana. The visibility provided by the Fever's social media post, showcasing her attendance at the Pacers game, can be viewed as an indication that, despite the injury and the upcoming contractual negotiation period, the franchise maintains a strong connection with the player and values her continued involvement in the community and commitment to her rehabilitation efforts within Indiana. This signaling is critical in the modern sports landscape, where maintaining goodwill and a sense of shared purpose often precedes successful contract negotiations. The next few weeks leading up to the official opening of the free agency period will be defining for the Indiana Fever's roster construction, with Sophie Cunningham's status occupying a prominent position on the decision-making agenda. The focus now shifts entirely to the rehabilitation process and the imminent contractual discussions required to secure her future in Indiana beyond the immediate season. Will the Indiana Fever secure their vital shooting guard before the official opening of the Women's National Basketball Association free agency period, or will their pursuit of continuity hit an unexpected snag? The professional basketball world, particularly the fervent fanbase of the Indiana Fever, is currently focused on the contractual status and ongoing recovery of star guard Sophie Cunningham, whose first season in Indianapolis, though impactful, was curtailed by injury. The latest development in her off-season trajectory centers not on the court where she excels, but on the sidelines, reaffirming a commitment to the city as crucial contract talks loom just weeks away. The Indiana Fever front office, fully aware of the stakes involved in securing key talent, recently leveraged their social media platform to highlight Cunningham's presence at a local sporting event, signaling a clear connection between the franchise and the player even during the highly sensitive off-season transition. On Monday, the former star of the Missouri Tigers, currently deep into her knee rehabilitation regimen, made a high-profile appearance at the Gainbridge Fieldhouse. This venue, which serves as the home court for both the Fever and the Indiana Pacers, hosted a thrilling matchup between the Pacers and the highly regarded Boston Celtics. The Fever's official Instagram account quickly shared a compelling image, announcing that Cunningham was in the house sitting courtside for tonight's Pacers game, thereby putting a spotlight on their crucial player amidst a recovery phase. This public display of local engagement takes on added significance considering Cunningham's current contractual status. The 30-year-old guard, who had been a cornerstone for the Phoenix Mercury throughout the first 6 years of her professional career, arrived in Indianapolis last season on a 1-year agreement. That contract is now complete, positioning her as an unrestricted free agent. The WNBA negotiating window is approaching critical mass, with the official market opening slated for the 1st of February. For the Fever, the imperative is clear: retaining Cunningham is paramount to achieving the stability and offensive firepower necessary for a successful campaign. The team must navigate the intricate details of free agency negotiations to ensure she remains in Indiana for the forthcoming season, or perhaps, as the initial reporting suggests, securing her presence through the 2026 season. Cunningham's tenure in Indiana, though abbreviated, proved remarkably effective and signaled a strong synergy with the Fever's developing core. Over 30 regular season contests, the 6'1" guard demonstrated her versatility and scoring touch, achieving an impressive average of 8.6 points per game. Her contributions extended beyond scoring, as she also tallied 3.5 rebounds and 1.2 assists, complemented by 1 steal per contest. Crucially, Cunningham established herself as a significant threat from beyond the arc, draining an average of 1.7 three-pointers in her 25.2 minutes of action per night. However, the promising debut was regrettably interrupted. In August, Cunningham suffered a grade 2 tear to her medial collateral ligament in her right knee, an injury severe enough to prematurely end her season and remove her vital presence from the Fever rotation during the final crucial stretch. The necessity of rigorous rehabilitation stemming from this injury is the reason for her current presence back in the Midwest. After successfully completing her annual basketball clinic, a long-standing commitment to young athletes in her hometown of Columbia, Missouri, Cunningham immediately returned to Indianapolis to dedicate herself entirely to the recovery protocol required for full medical clearance. Her recent courtside appearance, during which the Pacers secured a hard-fought 98-96 victory over the Celtics, serves as more than just a casual outing. It highlights her dedication to the Indianapolis sporting community, a factor often considered beneficial during contract negotiations where player comfort and local integration are important elements. Pascal Siakam, the Pacers star, delivered an exceptional performance that night, leading the team with 21 points, achieving an outstanding 10 of 15 shooting from the field, coupled with 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and 1 blocked shot. The Pacers managed to upset the third-seeded Celtics, bringing their season record to 9 wins and 31 losses, an unexpected victory that Cunningham witnessed firsthand. This was not Cunningham's first instance of supporting the Pacers from the sidelines. She has actively cultivated a relationship with the Indianapolis sports scene, notably forging a friendship with Jade Jones, who is the girlfriend of Pacers star Tyrese Halliburton. The pair were seated together courtside during the aforementioned Monday night contest, a visible indication of Cunningham's deepening ties within the local athletic ecosystem. For the Fever organization, this commitment to the locality, juxtaposed against her impending free agency status, presents a compelling narrative regarding her long-term future in the state of Indiana. As Cunningham prepares to embark upon her 7th professional season in the WNBA, her career arc stands at a pivotal junction. Having spent her formative professional years with the Phoenix Mercury, the move to the Indiana Fever marked a significant transition, allowing her the opportunity to contribute her veteran savvy and high-percentage shooting to a franchise actively working towards sustained competitive success. Her skill set, her ability to stretch the floor and provide reliable perimeter defense, is precisely the kind of complementary piece that the Fever's developing roster requires to maximize its potential. The front office knows that allowing a player of her caliber, who has already demonstrated success within their system, to depart in free agency would create a considerable hole that would be difficult, if not impossible, to fill effectively through other means. The countdown to February 1st is now officially underway. For the Fever, the weeks leading up to the market opening represent a critical period of intense negotiation and strategic planning. They must present a compelling long-term offer that recognizes Cunningham's value, not only as an elite shooter essential to their offensive spacing, but also as a veteran presence crucial for the locker room dynamic. The lingering questions surrounding the complete recovery of her right knee MCL tear add a layer of complexity to the negotiation table, requiring careful medical and contractual assessment. However, Cunningham's actions, her prompt return to Indianapolis for rehabilitation and her visible support of the local Pacers team, send a strong, encouraging message to the Fever organization and their fanbase. They suggest a strong desire to remain associated with the franchise and the city where she successfully adapted her game during her first season away from Phoenix. The culmination of this off-season story depends entirely on the ability of the Fever's management team to translate this apparent mutual affinity into a firm multi-year contract that secures Sophie Cunningham's talents for the foreseeable future. The final definitive outcome of this high-stakes negotiation remains the most pressing item on the Fever's off-season agenda, determining whether their impactful three-point threat will anchor the team through the highly anticipated 2026 campaign and beyond. The future of Indiana Fever's perimeter offense hangs in the balance as they fight to retain one of their most valuable assets.